We're playing a different type of game out here.
Pure emotion.
Tempers are flaring.
I'm just screaming.
The best play I've ever seen. You've got your back against the wall.
Play until the whistle blows.
A split showdown for the ages.
It's time for Bananaland's favorite game show. Now, here's your host, Josh Talevsky.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever edition of our brand new game show, Split. We have all played the classic blacktop game of horse, but now it comes with a trick play twist for you fine folks tonight. Now, what we're going to see is two contestants squaring off, and instead of trying to outdo each other and do the same trick play, we are going to see them throw out the highlights, their greatest trick plays from 2023, to see who will be tonight's victor. Now, let's get into meeting our contestants tonight. You may know him as the Glove Magician, and he led the 2023 tour with 144 trick plays. Here he is, it's Banana shortstop, Mr. Ryan Cox. How are you?
I'm great, Josh. Ready to get after it in this game of Split. I got my plays ready. I'm ready to compete against those party animals.
Great to hear it, Ryan. And now, we get into a man who is known as Derek Ginger to some and the Ginger Ninja to others. What I know is this guy's got some red hair, and he is the party animal's all-time leader in trick plays. Mr. Dustin Baber, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited to get out here. I'm a little bit shocked there's no drinks allowed, but we'll go ahead and fix that problem. But we're going to go ahead and compete and see what we can do tonight.
Dustin, great to have you here. We will have our crew working on some drinks for Mr. Baber. And now, of course, we've got to talk about who is going to be judging our two contestants tonight. I know I would not like to be that guy. Well, to some, he is our resident statistical savant around Bananaland. Folks, I give you Mr. Josh Talevsky. Thank you so much, Josh. I am fired up to be here tonight. Now, when we get into the criteria for Split and the judging, it is going to be based off of three main categories. Of course, the creativity of the trick play, the execution of the trick play, and we cannot forget the fans first factor. Now, I am chomping at the bit to relive some of the best plays from 2023. Oh, I can't wait. Thank you so much, Josh. Boy, he's a handsome devil, isn't he? Now let's get into the rules of tonight's game. Both contestants are going to present a trick play in each round. Now the contestant who does not win the round will be assigned a letter. Once one of the contestants has spelled split, he unfortunately will not be the inaugural victor tonight. Now, there is no competitive advantage here in round one, as both of our contestants have already picked their trick plays ahead of time. But it will be Ryan Cox presenting first in round one, as he was the 2023 leader in trick plays. Ryan, what do you have for us tonight?
Happy to kick off this first game of Split. Tonight, I will be throwing it back to August 25th in Des Moines, Iowa. We're going to go to the fans' first advantage, where pregame I had the honor to be with Josh and Biko and talk to the fans, where a fan dared me to try this new trick play I've been working on. Let's see the clip.
We've got a little bit of a fans' first fable here from Ryan Cox. Let's go to the video for the play.
And that one tapped to short. Ryan Cox getting in on the action.
Good bounce. It's a
Quality.
good surface.
That's quality.
It's a good surface. Shout out the grounds crew.
Big shout out to ground crew.
Tanner
Right
was running hard too, so you got to give me that.
Hey, I'm credit where it's due right there.
Beyond happy. I was not crying there. Someone said I was crying. I was not crying.
Gentlemen, that was really good stuff from Ryan Cox. And now let's hear from Dustin Baber and see what his first trick play of the night is going to be.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and switch it up and go to April 13th here. And this is actually a bounce pass between the legs against the one and only Michael Deeb. This was actually a trick that was given to me by a fan when I was working the camp here. And they said that I should go ahead and try to pull it off. So here it is.
The play has been submitted in the Bananas submission station. Now, let's go to the tape to see what Baber's got for us.
Quality pitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
There's quality right there. A lot of bounce
Pretty
passes
cool.
this year, but they told me to stop doing the normal one and try and switch it up.
You could tell it's a muddy surface
They
too.
did.
You can tell it's a muddy surface.
Unforgiving.
That is some incredible stuff from Dustin Baber, some between the legs bounce pass magic. Now we've got to hear from Judge Josh Talevsky and see who will come away with the win in round one. Thanks, Josh. This is a really solid first round from both of our contestants. Of course, these are pretty signature plays from the two. I really like the creativity from Baber, but we talked about the fans factor when we got into the criteria portion earlier tonight. And look, I've got to give it to Ryan Cox. Not only did he have an incredible moment with a fan pregame talking about that play, but hey, this is one that went pretty viral for Coxie. Dustin Baber, unfortunately, you will start tonight with the game's first S.
You can't be mad about that.
Can't be mad.
Can't be mad. That play right there is iconic, and you just tip your cap and got to move on that one.
Thank you so much, Josh. It is Dustin Baber starting tonight in an early deficit with the S, but he will present first in round 2. Dustin Baber, what trick play do you have up your sleeve, my friend?
I'm going to keep it against Deeb, and also I'm going to keep it in Savannah on August 4th. And this is going to be what I deem my signature play and my most proud play of the year. It's going to be a jump throw between the legs here.
All right, we've got a signature Savannah special from Dustin Baber. Let's take a look at what he's got.
The first ever trick play I came up with. Came up with it after watching dunk contest. It's called an East Bay, for those that didn't know. But probably one of my most proud moments. I learned that in August of last year in the summer series.
I remember the work you put into that.
No.
That was a trick play a long time in the making for Dustin Baber. And now let's see what his counterpart Ryan Cox is going to go with in round 2.
All right, so I'm going to compete with Baber here on the competitiveness. This is a trick that I was working on. We're going to go to March 24th in Alabama. I did this play later in Kansas City, which I posted more on TikTok, but this was the first one, a glove flip over the back. See it on film.
And let's go to the tape to see what Ryan Cox has got for us.
Quality there, quality.
Tough pick.
Also in stride, too.
Yeah.
In stride. There was no break in the stride. Just
Falls away from my body. I was
absolutely
shrugging like I didn't really know what I just did.
The
but
Jordan shrug is
Ryan Cox just shrugging off an unbelievable trick play. And now we've got to see what Judge Josh Talevsky has in store for the round 2 deliberation. That was an incredible round 2, Josh. Now look, I really like Ryan Cox's theatrics after the play. The shrug, pretty iconic, but I'm going to give round 2 to Dustin Baber. This is going to be all even, and I just can't ignore that Dustin Baber was working on this play for a long time, and that level of difficulty, it is not an easy play to try and make. So Dustin Baber coming away with the win, and we're going to throw it back to you now, Josh. We are all square through 2 rounds, and now it's Ryan Cox who is going to present first in round 3. Let's see what Coxie is going to decide to present.
All right, I'm going to try to fight back here with another fans first advantage, and we're going to go to August 16th, and we're going to talk about the noggin bosses, where the Bananas got to use these big hats, and the first play of the game, they said, go out, make a play. Here's what we did.
We've got to look at some big hat bonanza work from Ryan Cox. Let's go to the film.
Yeah, take that thing. It's pretty big. Like the circumference, there's a pad in there, but I don't have a big head.
It went straight in though.
Yeah,
no
straight in.
No styrofoam,
yeah.
none of that. It
wasn't bouncing around.
Straight in.
Unbelievable. Ryan Cox just had some great Bananaball IQ on that play. And now, Dustin Baber, what do you have for us in round 3?
So, and this is not at all personal towards Deeb, but we're going back against Deeb. And this is not, I'm telling you right now, it's not. But September 9th, in Milwaukee, I'm going to go ahead and do the diving stop. Now this right here to me is just a personal favorite because it shows off that we're not just playing banana ball. We're playing real baseball here, and that's an athletic play right there.
Let's see what Dustin Baber does against Michael Deeb once again in round 3.
I'm sorry, Deeb. It's not personal, I promise.
This is when the party animals run fire.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
This is the start. The start of it is just that.
Feels good to make a ball play.
Dude, it does.
Yeah.
And then adding that little banana ball action on the end there, just trying to give the full show.
Not only a good baseball play, but an unbelievable banana ball play. This one's going to be tough. Let's see what Josh Talevsky thinks. Full disclosure here, I am really torn on these 2 trick plays. Dustin Baber made an incredible play out there in Milwaukee, but again, it's the fans first factor that continues to sway my votes. I love Ryan Cox making the catch with the big hat, and mind you, in Tampa, Florida, that was the very first play of the ball game, so some incredible work by Cox. Dustin Baber, I'm sorry, my friend, but you got an S and now a P as well. All right, as we enter round 4, we continue to see a back and forth affair between our two contestants. It's Dustin Baber first to present. What have you got for us?
All right, we're gonna stay away from deep for a second here, and we're gonna go over to my man Ryan Cox here. He's very giving. On July 21st, on Rancho, I did the toss-up 360. Now this is one that I was getting harped on by everybody on the team, so this is a special one because everyone crowded me after that and told me how proud they were of me pulling it off.
What's that? Sounds like a little Cox crime to me. Let's take a look at what Baber's got.
Left on left here, that's just say
Oh yeah. There. Yeah, that one right there. Bloomer was all over me for a couple weeks. I've been doing it all the time and never pulled it off, and then I got that opportunity and made it happen.
That is 360 magic from Dustin Baber, and now Ryan Cox is presenting second. Let's see what he's got.
All right, I'm gonna stay in the pop-up. We're gonna stay in the air for right now with the trick plays. We're gonna go to May 27th in Oklahoma City, where I catch this pop-up behind the back. But as you see at the end of the video, did I catch it with my glove, or where's the baseball?
Let's see if Ryan Cox performs some magic on the field in OKC.
Can we just talk about that pitcher real quick, though? Look at that cowboy
Ryan
hat.
Cox makes the call.
Here we go.
Tries to go behind his back. He does.
There it is. Oh,
But wait, here comes DR.
where'd it go?
DR and Jackson are gonna come over and be like, where's this ball at? Because I can tell you, I don't know where it was at. It definitely wasn't in my gloves. I think
So
it might
we
have
could
been.
say you caught it in your pocket. If you really
Just when
wanted
you
to.
think Ryan Cox is losing that ball in the lights, he comes up with a phenomenal trick play. Let's see what Josh Talevsky thinks in round 4. I've got to be honest, there's not a lot of competition when it comes to round 4. I really like the creativity from Dustin Baber, but it's Ryan Cox's level of difficulty going behind the back to snag that catch that's going to do it for me, which means Cox might be going out to a commanding lead here. Dustin Baber, that's an S, a P, and now an L.
See, do I say that you're wrong? No. But do I say it wasn't even close? Now that right there seems a little personal. I don't know what's going on around here.
I don't know if Judge Josh Talevsky is going to make it out of here alive. Tempers are flaring between him and Dustin Baber right now, but it's Baber who is choosing first in round 5.
All right. Well, I'm going to go then. September 9th, Milwaukee. This is what I deem my favorite play of the year, bar none. This is actually a result of this man going behind his back with a bounce. This was the very next weekend, and this is what I came up with.
Is this Baber's best? Let's take a look.
And how about this doozy from their tour leader?
And hey, basketball, baseball, we don't know, because under the leg and then just for good measure the bounce pass. We're playing a different type of game out here.
Yeah, that's plus 2.
That is a lot of tricks in one play for Baber. Can Ryan Cox top it?
So I'm gonna go to July 22nd, Rancho. This one you're gonna see me not celebrate as much, but with pure emotion, because this is a game ender, but you gotta put a little style points on it, and you see me fired up.
Let's see how much style is really in this play from Ryan Cox.
To try and get the party in the picture. Justin Quinn takes off, diving stop. Oh, between the legs.
It is.
Still seeing it today.
Very
Like
solid.
everyone else's reaction to me fires me up.
Very solid.
And then
The
I
emotion
had
is
just
there.
blacked out, and I'm just screaming. I'm so mad, and I just don't even remember until
the
Gillum
game
came up
ender.
to me.
It's a classic.
That is as impassioned as Ryan Cox has ever been on a Bananaball diamond. Let's see what Josh Talevsky thinks here in round 5. What an unbelievable set of trick plays here in round 5, Josh. I really like what Ryan Cox does, especially considering that was a game-ending play for him. But it's Dustin Baber using the signature play here, and when I think back on it, that's one of my favorite Baber plays as well. Baber, I don't hate you, my friend. I'm getting you back in this ball game. Ryan Cox, you've now got an S and a P. Well, how about that? Dustin Baber, how's it feel to know Josh Talevsky's back in your favor, man?
Hey, you know, I know that it wasn't personal, but just the way that it was brought about and the words that were used, I felt like there was a little jab there. And I don't know if it was like to spark a fire or what, but all is good.
A lot of communication.
All is
with
good
these
now.
two. A lot of
Maybe we're going to
communication.
see you guys finally become friends once again. Baber, you don't have to present first here in round 6. It's Ryan Cox first up.
I'm gonna go to May 15th in Savannah, Georgia, a crossover game. I got the pink wig on. We're gonna do a little special flip to start a really cool double play.
All right, we've got the Florence special coming from Ryan Cox here.
that Malatesta. So look at that big
Look at
chop,
that. Look at
Baltimore
that
chop.
pink wig.
Bare hand.
Did he
What
turn
a
it?
turn. He was running. Like, that's what I'm saying.
He
That's
turned it?
real. Oh, yeah.
I forgot that he turned that completely.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Oh, what
That's
is
great.
the snag by Malden
Great
there.
feed.
The snag by Malden goes next level.
Malatesta
there.
knew it. Look at that
Now,
moment.
how
Yeah, he
about
did.
that? It's a banana making the fans see pink. Let's see what Dustin Baber thinks about that. What have you got for us, Baber?
All right, I'm going to go with what I believe the signature play is on June 30th. Indianapolis. It's the jump 360 between legs. Air Baber is still working on being trademarked. We're not there yet, but we're getting there, and this is where it all stemmed from.
Little AB.
Let's get a look at Air Baber.
You know, this is the most proud play I have, just because of the athleticism. And I've actually never messed it up. This is the only trick that I've tried that I've never actually failed at.
You got that.
Yep.
February. It's a jinx.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got another close round. It would appear it's time to go to Judge Josh Talevsky. I'm torn, Josh. I'm really torn on this round because these are two of the best plays that I think I've ever seen. Ryan Cox is in a pink wig, making an unbelievable play that also goes a little viral. And of course, we can't discredit Air Baber. When it comes down to me, I think I'm sold on the fact that Dustin Baber's trying to trademark this play. It is unbelievable. Being in the air is no small feat. Dustin Baber, congratulations. It is a tied up game. Both of you guys at an S, a P, and an L. All square through 6 rounds. And Ryan Cox, you have now lost each of the last 2 rounds. How are you feeling out there?
It was after a friendly conversation between my opponent and the judge. They got back on the same page. It's whatever. I'll go back at it. April 18th, we're going to see a little between the legs catch, 360 throw for the out. One of the more impressive plays I feel like I've had.
Let's see how impressive this play really is. Let's look at the tape.
So I will tell you, I remember this play, and I didn't know what was so crazy about it, because in the moment, I didn't know you feel it between your legs. So I originally just thought you did a 360, and I was like, oh, that's a really smooth play there, but I didn't see the extra little tidbit, and that makes it that much better.
He's not wearing a cup.
Ah.
That is Savannah, Georgia magic from the Glove Magician. And now let's see what Dustin Baber is about to unveil.
So I'm just going to keep with the Air Baber theme here. Air Jinja, if you want to go that route, it's up to you guys. But we're going to go to May 27th here, Oklahoma City. Dan Oberst up at the plate, and I'm just seeing what I can do in the air at this point. It's the between the legs jumping, behind the back toss as well, just to see how many things I can pack into one jump.
Let's see what Dustin Baber did against Dan Oberst.
His bat is shattered as Dustin Baber breaks out.
You know, this little toss up there, just a proud moment, just because I just want to see how many things I can pack into one single jump.
I agree. Put it all out there, and just for the judge's sake, because I need to buy myself some points, I will.
I know where he's going with this.
Not say anything about my teammate, but the hustle there. I'm just something about the judge.
And let's see if Judge Josh Talevsky is going to listen to the words of Ryan Cox. What are my thoughts on these? Yes, well, Ryan Cox, it's a really good play. I like what you've done going between the legs, going 360 and making that play, but I'm going to continue to ride the Air Baber train. I don't really care about the hustle from Dan Oberst. I like that Baber's in the air and throwing under the legs. That's a great play. Dustin Baber, you've got another win. Ryan Cox, I think you've got your back against the wall, my friend. Thank you, Josh. SPLI. Dustin Baber, do you think Ryan Cox might be missing a letter?
Hey, I think he's missing one, and I don't think the game's over, though. And this guy right here, he's a fighter, he's a competitor, so we're going to play until the whistle blows. That's what we do around here.
And let's see what this competitor is going to bring out here in round 8. Coxie, what have you got?
To quote a well-known philosopher, it's hard to move a man whose back is against the wall. That philosopher is myself. And I will go to February 18th in West Palm Beach, Florida, where we take Bananaball and we show what it's all about. We don't even use our hand to throw the ball. It's nothing but glove and a big celebration after.
Pure poetry from Ryan Cox. Let's see if the same could be said on the field.
Look at that shifted infield.
Oh, yeah.
And just throw that thing. I could probably throw that 90 feet. Threw it for a strike this year.
What do you think their velo could get up to?
60.
60?
Yeah.
That's a respectable deal right
58.
there.
58. I'm like, look at the
Nothing
crazy.
but glove from Ryan Cox on that play. Dustin Baber, what are you going to bring out?
So I'm going to do the exact opposite here. I don't need a glove. You know, he didn't need a throwing hand. I don't need the glove. So we're going to take it to June 3rd. Sorry again to my boy Cox here. He's the hitter in this video here, but it's the barehanded running and jumping catch. You know, Air Baber is a trademark coming soon, and this is just another showing of why I deserve it.
Wow, Dustin Baber really trying to rub some salt in the wound for Ryan Cox. Let's see what happened in this play.
84 games. It just
changed
happened
up,
to be
chased
you.
it.
There you go.
It's a nice play.
Midair, you
Very
know.
nice play.
I thought about just running through it, but I thought it'd be a lot cooler to get up in the air a little bit. And
The judges do love the Air Baber
yeah, they
trademark.
do, you
I
know.
see.
You gotta
I
add
see the
that little
move.
flair.
Yin to the yang.
Gentlemen, round 8, we can all agree is the best of both worlds. And now it's time to see what Judge Josh thinks. That's some incredible stuff, guys. Now look, when I break this down, I can go either way. Ryan Cox, I like what you're doing. I mean, you're using the glove, and of course, you are the glove magician. Dustin Baber, you continue to push Air Baber on me, and you know that you're really winning me over. Now, when I look back at our 2023 tour, we sure saw a lot of plays where guys barehanded some baseballs. Ryan Cox using the glove and throwing it to first didn't happen all that much. So, when I think about it, there's a little bit more of a level of difficulty involved there, which means we will have a final tiebreaker round. Dustin Baber, you've got an S, a P, an L, and an I. Ah! This has been a split showdown for the ages. Now, with the plays that we've got remaining, gentlemen, give us your all. It is going to be Dustin Baber who gets to present first in this, our final round.
All right, we're gonna go to Vegas here. We're a Vegas team, party animals. So we're gonna go to May 20th, excuse me. We're gonna go to the 360 bounce pass to start the double play that gets finished off by another 360 on A-Cuff's behalf. This was an overall amazing play all the way around. Shout out to my boy A-Cuff, the twinges up the middle.
Let's see what kind of an impact Dustin Baber left on the Sin City.
All right, well, again, the generous hitter you are. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it just so happened to be you, but A-Cuff plussing it with the 360 there with a great bounce, and then Swan making the athletic move at the end there, just solidifying that play.
Not only a great play by Dustin Baber, but also his teammates here on the Party Animals. And now we throw it to Ryan Cox to see what his final play will be tonight.
I'm torn. Game on the line. Big decision. 2 options here. Baber just showed a great play, but I'm going to go to June 2nd in Nashville. We're going to show what Bananaball is all about. We got a big prop on the field with a tractor, and we're going to start the out with a behind the back flip.
Let's see what Ryan Cox was able to pull off in Nashville, Tennessee.
Australian Baseball League.
Now the prop here,
Massive.
Yeah,
Can't charge it too hard.
goes behind the back to Malden at second.
the only discrepancy I see, he's safe at first.
Well,
That's why I was
things are
torn.
getting a little chippy
That's
between
why
the
I
guys.
was
torn.
It's got to
That's
go
why I
to
was
Josh
torn.
Stalewski to see who is going to win tonight. If I can get poetic as well, my friends, they once said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. It's been a real honor being able to judge you two tonight, and here is my final deliberation. Dustin Baber, that is an incredible play. I like your creativity, and Chase Acuff and Jason Swan on the other end really made a spectacular play come together. But it is Ryan Cox who I think is selling me on a fans first factor. Not only is there a tractor out on the field in Nashville, Tennessee, but he still has the wherewithal to do a trick play and record an out. With that being said, it is the glove magician who is our inaugural split champion.
Hey, really well done.
Respect.
Really well done.
It has been a phenomenal show tonight. The Party Animals were 2023 Tour champions, but tonight it's a banana winning the first ever edition of Split. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Josh Stalewski, and we will see you later!